Okie dokie. Marsha Holland, Glam Mama. I'm going to make my daughter some gluten-free bread using this gluten-free flour from Italy. Amazon, actually. Anyway, I hope I've gotten the right one. When I re-looked at the video a minute ago, his package was a different color. So let's hope that I'm not going to waste all this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and preheat this oven right quick to 450. Should have done that first. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to start like he did. Did a little different than I did the bread I've been making. I'm going to add 4 cups of this flour. This is a 2-cup measuring. These really are not very big bags. We're going to make it 4. 4 cups. Let's see, I hope it turns out. I've been making all this good bread and she can't eat it. That's 4 cups. God, I don't have enough to make a second loaf. Figures. Figures. Listen, we just got through with some really cold weather, and it's 63 degrees out there, and it is beautiful. Okay, then what did he do? I'm trying to remember. He put the yeast in. 5 grams, or about a teaspoon and a half. Teaspoon. Add a little more just for fun. Okay. I'm going to stir that up. And see, usually on my other one, I add the water, then the yeast, then the flour. So after this, we're gonna add, I'm gonna do it just like he did on his video. I'm making a mess. Lukewarm water. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna add about 1.5 cups. He says 400 grams. He's got everything in grams, so I had to convert. Hope I converted it right. So I'm just stirring it, waiting for my water. Now, one thing he did is he oiled his spatula because he said with gluten-free it just does better if you oil it. And he also adds it to the flour, and we're going to put it on our hands too in a minute whenever I start working with it. There's no gluten in it, you know, so it's going to act a little different. Okay, Mix with spatula. Mixed it just like he did on his video. And it's going to be a total different consistency. Like I said, there's no gluten in it, so it's going to be real sticky and stiff. I think I need more water. What's the deal? Okay. And then we're going to do what they call the pincer technique. I'll be getting my hands in it in here in a minute. I'm trying to get all the flour incorporated. Okay, now we're gonna, the oil will probably make it not quite so. Let me look at my directions here. He didn't say how much oil, did he? I didn't put it in there. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, yes, it is. 12 grams. How much is 12 grams? 5 grams is 1.5 teaspoons. 10 grams would be 3 teaspoons. I don't know, what, 3.5 teaspoons? Heck if I know. Don't know. 2.5 teaspoons. Let's see, I don't know. This ought to help it though. This is 2.5. And what did I say? 3.5? One and a half, well, that's 3. We're just gonna play it by ear, I think. Let's see how that does. I'm gonna use my hands here in a minute because this is stiff. Maybe I didn't convert it right. Let's see, 400 grams of lukewarm water is about 1.5 cups. That's what I had, 1.5 cups. And then the last thing we're going to add would be salt. Okay, let me get the salt in it and then I'll start with my hands. Salt is flour, yeast, 10 grams of salt. So that's what? That can't be right. Let's see what I used in the other recipe. Eight grams or a teaspoon of salt. So it'd be a little over a teaspoon. A little over a teaspoon. Get my ring off. That's handy. This is a lot more sticky. Oh well. This is the pincher method where you're twisting it around and you're just pinching it. They ought to call it the claw method. The claw method. I actually put a little bit of sugar in my last bunch. All right, as soon as I make sure this is all incorporated in here, then we're gonna let it rest. He only let his rest for about 10 minutes. This is hard work doing this. Make sure there's no clumps of flour in there. It's certainly different. And this is gonna rise, but it's not gonna rise up like regular bread. Okay, I had to wash my hands, and then it's gonna get messy again, so I'm gonna flour this a little bit just so it won't stick, and then we're gonna let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we'll shape it. Okay, we're gonna let it rest 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. It's been 10 minutes. You can see it didn't rise a lot, but we're not expecting it. Now, on a floured mat or bowl or whatever it is you're using, I'm just going to make a pretty ball. Now, it doesn't do any good really to, knead it because there's no gluten. So, kind of makes it easier, but I'm just kind of shaping it into a pretty ball, pinching any splits, because it's going to split when it cooks, but we don't want to help it out much. I am going to cut the top though. We're going to let this raise. It says 2 to 3 hours, but I happen to have a basket that's plugged in. Let me see if I can get you over there. You see that little brown basket? I'm going to put it in there. And I've got parchment and flour. Now, this little basket is heated, so I don't think it's going to take 2 to 3 hours. So we're going to do it that way. That's the way I did my other bread, and it turned out really good. So, when it's doubled in its size, I will come back and we'll finish it, okay? Clean my mess up while I'm gone. Talk to you later. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. The Dutch ovens are in the oven. The Dutch oven is in the oven, preheating. And I've got my dough over here that has got a beautiful rise to it. See there? Looks good. So now I'm gonna sprinkle just a tab of water on it just to give it a little moisture. And then we're gonna draw on it. I think I want to put my daughter's initial on it. You can use scissors, or this is a little gadget I bought. It's for, I don't know if you can see it, to decorate the bread with. So we're gonna put an A for her name.
The other one is, let's just call it regular yeast.
I'm gonna surprise her with it.
That's a regular yeast one.
I hope it's good. Okay.
There we have it. There we go.
Now that should split it when it cooks. And I think I'm about ready to take the thing out. And it's going to be scorching hot. So if you do the Dutch oven, you better make sure you're using mittens or something, because it is hot.
And it typically takes folks anywhere from 10 to 14 hours. Basically the average is about 12 hours at a house temperature around.
Hot, hot. Okay, let's see if I can get that in there. Oh, you know what? Oh no, I can do it. I'm just going to lift it up and put it in here. Hot, hot. Hot, hot.
So here we are.
And then we're going to cook it for 30 minutes
And let's take a look at our doughs and see how they're doing.
at 450
I said these breads are similar but different.
with the lid on.
The ingredients that we use are
Oh, that one's heavy. And then after 30 minutes,
in these doughs is
we'll take the lid off and cook it for about 20 minutes. I'll be watching it.
so although we vary
Alexa,
dry
set a timer for, what'd I say? 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Okay. All right, we'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay, 30-minute timer just went off. So what I'm going to do now is take this out of the oven. We're going to take the lid off and cook it for about another 20 minutes. I'll be watching it real close. But I can pull this out. It is hot and this thing is heavy. So, oh, okay. We have about 20 minutes. It'll brown. And then I'll just be watching it. You know, it may take another 5 minutes or it may be done in 20 minutes. But I will let you know. We'll be back. Okay, let's see our magic. I actually checked it at 20 minutes and it needed to brown a little more. So I had it in here another 5 minutes. So let's see.
regular white flour.
Woo! There's her A. Can you see it? All right. Now, sorry to say that you can't touch this for at least 30 minutes. Turn it off. Whew. So we're going to put it over here to cool for 30 minutes.
Okay, next dry ingredient.
That's not a bad rise for gluten-free, actually. Now, after it's cool for 30 minutes, then I'll cut it inside to make sure it's okay on the inside. So I will take it to her tomorrow. And that's it, guys. Thank you for coming by. Talk to you later. Bye.